Hey guys, I'm Prithvi Kudalkar and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be talking about perspectives, not the 1 point and 2 point perspectives that you study in architecture, but your perspective to see things. Well, जब मैं आर्किटेक्चर में आई थी तो मुझे मेरे टीचर्स सीनियर्स सब बोलते थे कि whenever they go out on the street, when they walk, they have their eyes fixated on the facade of a wall, to the detailing of the edge or the cornices. They have their eyes fixated in the different things, the jalis, the openings, the closures, the built and unbuilt, etc. And I used to be like, what? No, I don't think so. मेरे साथ ऐसा कुछ होगा. I'm a normal human being, and no matter what course I'm in, I'm definitely not going to do all these things. I'll be just like a normal person. College के अंदर in the class talking about design and architecture and everything is fine. But when I'm actually going out and living the normal world, why will I still go behind and talk about things that is related to studies? And I was like, no, that's not happening with me. And after like 2 years was done, in the third year itself, I started realizing कि जब भी मैं बाहर जाती थी with my friends, whether it's hanging out in a cafe or going anywhere, सब लोग खाने पे ध्यान देते थे और मेरा दिमाग इसमें होता था, यार ये कोव लाइटिंग यहाँ पे बहुत सही दिख रहा है, और ओ व्हाई डिड दे गिव एक्सेंट लाइटिंग हियर, इट वाज नॉट नीडेड, और यार ये टेबल और ये वॉल का कलर साथ में नहीं जा रहा. This is how we think, this is how we look at. So if you're going to like do the architecture course, you know that you should be signing up for this, you are signing up for this whether you want it or you don't want it. तुम्हारी नज़र वो सारे चीज़ों पे जाएंगे जो एक नॉन आर्किटेक्चर स्टूडेंट या इंसान का दिमाग क्या ध्यान नहीं जाएगा. लाइक लिटरली मैं रिसेंटली मेरी फ्रेंड के साथ गई थी. वी वेंट टू अ न्यू एस्थेटिक कैफे एंड आई वेंट इनसाइड and I was like, oh, they have used this pastel color palette. It looks nice. Although it's a small space, but because they've used a lot of whites, it looks broad, it looks bigger. They've used a lot of reflecting surfaces on the wall. That is the reason the space looks like bigger than what it actually is. I also like the fact that they have this huge scale, because of which when we enter in, we feel like we are actually in a very good big area. Although it was like a smaller space, but the way they've used the color tones, the reflecting surfaces, the height of the space, it looked big than what it was. And although I didn't verbally say all these things to my friend, but my brain was already communicating to me in terms of scale and anthropometry and the design and color and etc. And then suddenly we were sitting and we were ordering for food, and मेरे को लगा यार कि क्या हो गया है. I mean, when faculties used to say, I would be like, नहीं यार कुछ भी ऐसा थोड़ी होता है. But but when you're actually witnessing it, and it's fun, like it's not boring. It's not something कि यार college की चीज़ें क्या बाहर लेके घूम रहे हो. It is not like that. You find joy in it. That is the sense of being an architect. You feel so good about it. You feel like, yeah, see, my consciousness and my eyes do see those things that I should be seeing, which my field demands. You feel very proud about it. I'm not even kidding. So, not just that, even when simply driving, if I'm sitting behind my mom and we are in a scooty and we are driving, तो मेरा ध्यान जा रहा है ये मेट्रो के कंस्ट्रक्शन में. सब लोग का ध्यान जा रहा है, बट मेरा ध्यान जा रहा है the way the slabs are being raised, the way the process is happening, the way it is being made in a way that it's strong enough, the way the connections between the vertical member and the horizontal member is made. यार, आर वी इवन नॉर्मल? आई मीन लिटरली. तो ऐसे जा रहे थे स्कूटी से एंड फिर मैं बोल नहीं रही हूँ, बट मेरे दिमाग में सारे कैलकुलेशन चल रहे हैं कि यार टॉस, बाय द वे टॉस इज अ सब्जेक्ट ऑफ मैथमेटिक्स दैट इज़ इन आर्किटेक्चर, थियोरी एंड डिज़ाइन ऑफ स्ट्रक्चर. बोलने में एंड सुनने में इट इज़ थियोरी एंड डिज़ाइन ऑफ स्ट्रक्चर, बट एक्चुअली इट इज़ मैथ्स. इट्स मैथ्स एंड फिजिक्स. So we are made to solve sums and use the calculator. Well, it's not the normal calculator, it is the scientific calculator, so we use it and we solve the sums. While in my younger years, I used to not like TOS at all because I didn't like math. And उसके ऊपर the last time I liked math was during my 9th and the 10th standard, because the sir that I had got was so good. He used to teach maths like so beautifully. Oh yeah, shout out to Anil Chako sir, who has been my professor for 10th and ninth mathematics, and I literally survived math because he was the professor. He is still working as a professor, probably not in my school, but in other school. But yeah, you need a good math teacher if you want to be like loving the subject. Then came 11th and 12th. I took science and definitely I hated math. Calculus? What is calculus? Integration. Damn, I was so frustrated. But then, yeah, because you have taken science, you have no option and you have to clear and pass the subjects. So I did it anyways. Coming back to the topic, perspectives. So yeah, the way my eyes was actually not just looking at कि हाँ बहुत साल से चल रहा है मेट्रो का प्रोसेस, कंप्लेन एंड वो सब तो है ही, बट उसके साथ मेरा दिमाग ये भी दिख रहा है ये फॉर्म ऐसा है तब जाके वो रुक रहा है, दैट इज़ द रीज़न इट इज़ सस्टेनिंग द वेट. And then I'm looking at the science and physics and maths part of the subject of the metro, जो कि हर लोग देख रहे हैं, लाइक जो सब ट्रैवल करते हैं सब लोग देख रहे हैं कि मेट्रो बन रहा है, काम चल रहा है. बट या, एज एन आर्किटेक्ट यू हैव द बिहाइंड थिंग ऑफ इट, which is interesting, which is not boring at all, which is fun, because your mind is constantly thinking and moving in that manner. It is not just metro, not just cafe, but ask a thing. So we had this entire subject, a semester that was given for landscape design, because of which we had to go through the streets and like count the trees and also see what species of tree it was. So now when I walk by the street, I'll be like, almond tree. Oh yeah, queen palm tree. Look at that, Ashoka tree, neem tree. The basic Ashoka and neem we know, but do you know this is specifically badam ka पेड़? Do you know this is monocue? Do you know this is bougainvillea? So there are different trees and species of plants, and so while you're walking, if somebody is there looking at the shade and बच के जा रहा है, along with shade and बच के जाना, we are also looking at ये वो species है, इसके बारे में मैंने पढ़ा है. So it's just so much fun. So yeah, come in this field, guys. It's fun. It makes you think a lot of things even when you're just like in a normal life. So when you are in this field, this 5 years is just not making sure you're in it, even when you're not in it. Even when you're living a normal life, you're still a part of it. You just cannot detach yourself and the subject. Like ऐसे दूर नहीं कर सकते. It just comes back together. All the best to whoever is pursuing the field. My best wishes. Oh well, let's finish the video here. See you in my next video. Bye bye.